my YouTube friends, it's sew time! Today on Sew Aldo, I am going to show you how to easily make a paper bag short pants that look stylish and perfect fit. So if you want to see how, then keep on watching! So the first thing I will do is trim off the hemline of the curtain panel, and I will use this piece as a waistband for the short pants. I am going to cut out the front pieces for the short pants. I made a tutorial on how to make this short pants pattern, so if you want to go ahead and watch that, I'm going to have the link up here in the info card or in the description box below. I then added 1-inch hemline. I wanted to make the short pants a tad longer than the pattern. I am going to cut out the back pieces of the shorts, and I placed the fabric on fold so I can cut two fabric at the same time, and I added 2 inches allowance on the side seam. Just because I will be using a non-stretch fabric, I just wanted to have that extra room for the back side. After that, I am going to make a patch pocket. So I simply just put my hand on the pattern and drew a basic patch pocket pattern. After that, I am going to transfer the pattern that I drew on a different piece of paper so I can cut it out, because I don't want to cut out the short pants pattern. Then I labeled the pattern with the words or patch pocket cut 2. And then I used that pattern to cut out the pocket pieces, and I added 1/2 inch seam allowance all 4 sides except the top seam. You should have 2 pieces of the front panels, 2 pieces for the back, and then the 2 pieces pockets and the waistband. I did not include the belt loops and the self-tie belt because I will be doing that at the end. So now it's time to get to sewing. I am going to work on the patch pocket first, just because I want it to be finished, because I will be attaching it on the front pieces of the shorts. After that, I gave it a good press, and I also serged the top piece here, as you can see, and then now I am going to top stitch it. After that, I am going to place it on the front piece panel, and as you can see, I place it on the right side of the fabric. And then I am going to top stitch it. Of course, you are not going to sew the pocket opening. Now it's time to match the back panels and the front panels together. As you can see, I am matching the side seams. Right sides of the fabrics should be facing each other. So I match the front piece to the back piece. Right sides of the fabric should be facing each other. Now it's time to join the short pants. So I open up the panels. Right sides of the fabric should be facing each other, and I match the front crotch and the back crotch. Starting to take its shape, now it's time to join the inseams. So I'm going to turn the short pants wrong side out, and I'm going to match the inseams right here. After that is done, it's time to attach the waistband, as you can see here. So this was the original hemline of the curtain panel. I am going to seam rip it just because it is on fold. I want to be able to open it up and measure how much I will need for the waistband. This is actually a perfect width for the waistband that I'm going for. So this is on fold 3 inches. So when you open it up, it is 6 inches. So that is how wide you want the waistband to be. And now I am measuring the waistline of the short pants, and I'm going to transfer that measurement on the waistband. Looks like I needed 38 inches plus 1/2 inch seam allowance. Also press the waistband just so it looks nicer and it's so much easier to work with. Now I am going to place it inside the short pants. I'm going to match the back seam first and then pin it all the way around. This time the waistband is facing on the wrong side of the short pants because I am going to fold it out later on. You can see here the waistband is a tad longer, so I'm going to be adjusting it. So simply I just grab the excess fabric and then mark it, and then I am going to stitch it along that line and then trim off the excess fabric. After I finish that, it's time to finish the waistband. Make sure that the seams are open just like so, and now I am going to sew it all the way around. So the waistband is going to be attached on the waistline of the shorts. Now I am going to fold out the waistband, sandwiching all the raw edges as you can see here. So that's why it's important to press the seam allowance already, so it will be so much easier as you can see here. And then I will be leaving about 2 inches drive so I can feed the elastic through the casing. Now it's time to make a channel for the elastic. I will be using a 1/4 inch wide elastic, and I am going to make a channel right at the center of the waistband. This is how to achieve the paper bag waistline look. Be sure that the channel that you are making is a tad bigger than the elastic you are using, just because you don't want it super tight that it's going to curl up the elastic. I am going to stitch the first row all the way around. The second row, be sure to leave an opening so you can actually feed the elastic through the channel. Figure out how much elastic you will need, just wrap it around your waistline, and it depends on the elastic. Some elastic stretch more than the others, so be sure to test that out first. So basically what I used here is about 2 inches shorter than my waistline. Then I will distribute the elastic evenly. After I tried on the shorts, I'm happy with the way it fits. Now it's time to secure the elastic, but before you do that, be sure that the elastic are not twisted. Then the next step would be closing the drive shut. As you can see, the short pants are looking good already. If you don't want to be bothered of making belt loops and self-tie belt, you can totally stop right here. But of course, I want this sewing project to be extra, so I decided to make belt loops and self-tie belt. So for the belt loops, I use 1.5 inch strip of fabric, and then I fold it in just like so and sew it on the side, and there is the belt loop. I will be needing 5 belt loops for this short pants. It's going to be about 3 inches long. It totally depends on how wide the belt is. I put 1 belt loop at the center back and then on the side seam and 2 on the front. To make the belt, you are simply going to multiply your waistline by 2, and then it's totally up to you how wide you want the belt to be. And then I am going to top stitch it on the waistband just like this. after this, I hem the short pants and it is ready. I named this short pants Carmela after a lovely viewer and subscriber who actually suggested that I should make this DIY. And plus, it's so fitting just because the color is like caramel, so Carmela. So thank you so much, Carmela, for suggesting that I should make this. I hope you are happy.